This is the Blood Shinobi, the one and only, bringing you What If Naruto Was a Part of an Arranged Marriage Part 13. Halfway through it, you'll see Naruto in the background change uniform. This one will cover the rest of the Genin exam, some D ranks and some other things. Plus, Naruto's gonna close the change. This is my first 1 hour special, so yeah. So let's do the recap before we get into the intro, which is how I'll be doing things from now on. Last part, they went through the written exam, Taijutsu, Kunai, Shuriken, Jutsu doing the academy exam, and now they're doing the normal exam on ninjutsu, so let's get into it. Here's the intro.
When do we burn away? Used to be oh so close, now I see you.
Naruto stood in front of Arika. Some other people walked in. They looked to be joining. Naruto noticed two of them. They were none other than Jiraiya, the Sannin, and Kakashi Hatake. Two people he knows really well. Hopefully one of them becomes his joining, thought Naruto. Naruto stood up. Yes? Why are these here? Asked Naruto. Well, because since Mizuki died, Hokage said he'd get some of the Jonins to come in and watch, so they can get the expertise of some of the ninja. Naruto nodded. Okay, that's fair enough, I guess, right? Said Naruto. Arika nodded. Naruto stood there. So what do I do first? Substitution, the clone, or the transformation jutsu? Asked Naruto. Whichever one you want to do, said Naruto. Said Haruka. Naruto and his made some clones, Bean Shadow clones, because he doesn't do clones because they're annoying. He made one for every person there. He swapped with them. In puff of smoke, they were all standing where the clones were, and when they looked back, they saw none other than themselves looking at them. Naruto's clones dispelled. Am I done yet? Asked Naruto. Arika nodded. Yeah, unless you want to perform some other ninjutsus that are, not E rank or getting, academy level, said Arika. Naruto nodded. Naruto waved some hand signs and sent a fireball through a window. He had two clones. One clone sent the fireball, one clone used Gale Palm, and Naruto formed the Rasengan. Is this it, or can I get my headband now? Asked Naruto. Arika looked in shock. This Genin just did that? Wow, he must be powerful. Thought Asuma. Jiraiya and Kakashi was smiling, while Kakashi under his mask and Jiraiya without his mask. Do you know this kid? Asked Asuma to Jiraiya and Kakashi. Kakashi nodded. Yeah, I kinda do. He is a good ninja. And Rasengan's probably one of his most used jutsus, and, some other jutsus I know. Said Kakashi. Jiraiya smart. Who do you think trained him in those jutsus? Laughed Jiraiya. Asuma looked dumbfounded. I got some other abilities I could show off while I'm waiting, said Naruto. Arika nodded. Yes, anything to get extra points, isn't it? Naruto started weaving hand signs. Mukiton ability, wood spear, said Naruto. Naruto threw a wood spear through the window, shocking everyone. A wood release? This kid's got wood release? That's the thought that ran through all the kids' minds. Naruto had his chains wrapped around Arika. and he also applied a seal to Arika, causing him to have no chakra for a little bit. Naruto walked all over to the headband and grabbed his headband and put it on. Am I done now? Asked Naruto. Arika nodded. Yes, you are. Can you please bring in to ask tell them whoever's next can go in. Naruto walked out. Whoever wants to go in next can go in, said Naruto. After about half an hour, every other unimportant genin had done. The only ones that were still left were Shikamaru, Choji, Hinata, Choji, Hinata, Shikamaru, all of the Konoha brats, the ones that Naruto are friend with. First up went Sasuke. In the room, Sasuke substituted with Arika, transformed into Arika, and also made a clone. No, 2 clones. And they both high-fived each other. Naruto, Sasuke started weaving hand signs and shot out a blue fireball from his mouth. Arika looked dumbfounded. What is that? Asked Arika. Sasuke didn't know if he should tell, but it's a jutsu he worked on, his own jutsu. The blue flamed fireball. Naruto helped him master it. It's a jutsu Naruto helped me create. Probably the most powerful jutsu in my arsenal right now. And compared to the ones Naruto created, not so powerful though, said Sasuke. Sasuke walked over to the headbands and picked up a one with blue cloth. Is this mine? Sasuke? Arika nodded. You can take it, you passed. Sasuke walked out of the room. Sakura walked in. Sasuke, said Sakura. Sasuke didn't pay attention. He had to go check on Hinata. He wanted to go next so he could figure it out. 5 minutes later, Sakura walked out with a headband. This is gonna be fun, right? Said Hinata. Yeah, it is. I reckon it's gonna be amazing. Your shots, said Sasuke. Hinata walked right in the room and walked in to stand in front of Arika. Hinata Hyuga, you may go, said Arika. Hinata did it. She teleported herself to Koronai to transform herself into Koronai and had her clone, 2 of her clones, punch Koronai because they were stationed with her. But no one noticed until they walked behind Koronai and punched her. Any other jutsus you got up your sleeve, asked Arika? Hinata nodded. Yeah, plenty. I don't know. I might use the Hinata shot out lightning bolts from her fingers. That's a jutsu Naruto taught me. Hinata picked up a headband with a black cloth and walked out. I passed right, asked Hinata. Arika nodded. Yeah, you did. Go have fun while you can, said Arika. Hinata nodded. Next up was Kiba. Kiba was still dumbfounded that Hinata was actually Sasuke, but he had to get over it, right? There's always Sakura. She may not be the best looking girl, but it's Sakura. So before I get on, I'm thinking about putting Gaara with Ino, if that's good with you guys, but I don't know yet. Kiba walked in. He substituted with Arika. He looked like Kakashi and had 2 clones next to him, and that's it. Because he doesn't know Shadow Clone Jutsu. Any other jutsu you'd like to show us? Asked Arika. Kiba, no. Shook his head. No, not until I get my Niken, my ninja dog. Ninja hound, said Kiba. Arika nodded. Okay, well you may go now, said Arika. Next up was Choji, who walked right past him. As soon as Choji walked in, he was already as soon as he walked in, Asuma was at the door. And when everyone turned to see, they saw Choza, um, Choji's dad. And along with Choji, there was two Choja. There was two Uichi and Shikaku clones transported as Naruto. There was some others too, and there was a Choza. Everyone saw a Choza with an multi-expansion jutsu holding Eureka. Did I pass? Asked Choji. Eureka nodded. Yes, grab a headband and get it out. After 5 minutes, Shikamaru walked in. Go get him, said Choji. Shikamaru nodded. Shikamaru stood in front of everyone. And so that's how it all went. Them doing they transformed and they clone and then all that. So now we get there with Eureka standing in front of them all. Everyone has a headband. Tomorrow morning, can you please come and you come back so you can get the team registrations for your getting team, said Eureka. Everyone noted. Naruto walked out with Omo and Kushina. So what do you want to do tomorrow? Asked. What do you want to do? Asked Naruto. Kushina didn't know what she wanted to do. Omo looked at Naruto. How about we ask Sasuke, Hinata, Shikamaru, Choji, Hana, and to come out for dinner with us and then celebrate passing, and then tomorrow we do that, said Omo. Naruto nodded. Yeah, and it'd be nice for Kushina over here to make some friends, just in case she gets on the team, said Naruto. Kushina nodded. Okay, so yeah, that's where we leave the 1 hour what if special off for now. Since Omo, Kushina, and Naruto had walked out before anyone else, so they could go out and do a bit of training, everyone was waiting inside. Naruto walked back in while Kushina and Omo went to go to the barbecue restaurant to get some food. When Naruto walked back in, Sasuke and Hinata were walking out hand in hand. Naruto stood in front of them. Do you guys want to go have dinner and, spend some time with some friends at the barbecue restaurant for passing? Asked Naruto. Sasuke nodded. Yeah, that would be cool. As long as I get to bring my Hinata, chuckled Sasuke. Hinata turned around and punched Sasuke in the face. I'm not your Hinata. I'm Hinata, your love, said Hinata. Sasuke nodded. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We'll be there, right? Asked Sasuke. Hinata nodded. Yeah, it's always good to spend time with friends. And when is it? Asked Hinata. Naruto looked at it. Now. I'm just gonna go ask some more people, said Naruto. Hinata nodded and walked away. She was standing there next to Sasuke, hand in hand, walking out. Kiba had heard this and wanted to know if he could come, and he stood out in front of Naruto. Can I come? Asked Kiba. Naruto nodded. Yeah, sure, why not? But can you go ask your sister if she wants to come first, said Naruto. Kiba looked at Naruto funnily. His sister? Why would the dope want his sister there? But if that's what it means, he will. Kiba walked away. Kiba walked away to head to the Inazaki compound, then head to the restaurant so he could eat dinner with his friends. And he didn't know if it was just a test, if he really wanted to come or not. That's what Kiba thought. It was a test to see if he really wanted to come. So he'd grab his new cotton and then come back. Naruto stood there. He walked in the room to see Inoichi, Choza, and Shikaku, and Inoichi, along with Ino, Shikamaru, Choji, all standing there. Ah, Naruto, said Shikaku. All the three now getting looked at him funny. How does he know Naruto? Choji and Shikamaru have heard stories from their dad about Naruto and arranged marriage and CRAs, so they knew that he knew Naruto. But when Naruto walked up and gave Inoichi a handshake, Ino didn't know what to say. Or maybe he knows he's a clone head. Inoichi looked at Naruto. Been a while since we last saw each other, hasn't it? Said Inoichi. Naruto nodded his head. Yeah, it has been. But last time you tried to possess my mind, so we haven't really seen each other lately, said Naruto. Inoichi nodded. Yeah, kind of my fault, wasn't it? Said Inoichi. Naruto nodded. He turned to Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji. So we're having a little get-together for becoming Genin. So do you guys want to, maybe come with us to the barbecue restaurant for dinner? Asked Naruto. Choji looked at this. Barbecue? Meat? Dinner? Group? Friends? Yep. He was running off. Shikamaru followed behind it. Ino went along with it. Naruto turned to Shino and looked at Shino. Do you really think I would forget Shino of all people? You want to come, Bugman? Asked Naruto. Shino nodded his head. That would be delightful, said Shino with his coldless, expressionless face. He walked off. The only one in there that Naruto knew well was Sakura, and he didn't want the annoying chick down his throat 24/7. So Naruto just walked out, leaving Sakura there. She was sad. No. In the gang, they want me there. Do they not see me as a friend? Is it because of me being a fangirl? Thought Sakura. Sakura decided she'd just go there anyways and act as if she was invited. I hope Naruto that's around, but she doesn't know. Didn't invite her. So Sakura got up from her seat and dropped a couple of tears. Is this how she's going to be treated for the rest of her life? For not being from a shinobi family? Or is it because of how annoying she always is? Thought Sakura. Over in the Inuzaka compound, Hana had just arrived from a mission and saw her brother. What are you doing, little runt? You want to challenge me? Because that's the only time you walk up to me to show me how better you are than me, chuckled Hana. And Tsume was standing there watching her daughter train after a hard-fought mission of search and rescue. No, quite the opposite. One of my friends is having a get-together for becoming Genin, and he told me I had to invite you. He goes by Naruto Uzumaki, and I lit up at this. She hasn't seen Naruto in a while, and it would be good to catch up with her, right? And I looked at him. Yeah, I'm going. Does he want me to wear a nice dress or what? Asked Hana. I don't know, it's Naruto. He's an annoying brat, so I don't know. Just wear what you're wearing now. I don't know why he invited you. So can we go now? I want to go eat with the rest of my friends, said Kiba. Hana nodded. They continued walking. Tsume just stood there. Naruto. I heard about you. Well, I've met you. I know. You're a good man. And Kiba doesn't even know what a good man is. He's been chasing after Hinata, who's clearly been in love with Sasuke family, just like Sakura Haruno. And you'd see Ino is, but she's not really. I don't know what to do with her. Well, Kiba at least, thought Tsume. In the Uchiha compound, Naruto was walking through it. He had sensed Miko in the training ground. He walked up to her and patted her on the back. So she turned around with her Sharingan activated and fired a fireball at him. He sent her Rasengan into the fireball just to dispel it, to show that she wouldn't beat him if they were to go up in a fight. What are you doing here, Naruto? I didn't think we were untalkable at all, said Miko. So you mean aren't able to talk and speak to each other? That's okay with me then. I'll be going. Don't say I didn't invite you out, said Naruto. Miko watched Naruto disappear. she had pushed him away, and now he's just gotten stronger and more Naruto-y. She misses the times when her and Naruto were together, holding hands, training together, talking. She doesn't know what she wants right now, but with what her brother Itachi said, he loves her. Well, at least he sort of does. And when the Chunin exams come around, she has to be prepared. She's told. She doesn't know when, but Itachi said he'll be helping Konohara out when Orochimaru attacks during the Chunin exam. She has to be at her best. She may be a Genin, but she needs to be the best she possibly can. As long as she can beat Naruto, she can beat any Chunin. Well, hopefully, said Miko. But realistically, she could beat Naruto, she could go in a fight with some Jonin. If Naruto was going for strength, at least. 20 minutes later, everyone was sitting there, talking, waiting for Naruto to rock up, along with Kiba and Hana, along with Sakura, who went to go do herself up. She knows how Kiba is, and she wants to get to know Kiba a bit. So she hopes to be on his team, so she can maybe make a friend and maybe a future boyfriend. So she is applying, putting on some nice clothes. She walks through the door as Naruto does. Ah, so you decided to come. I know by not asking you, you would come either way. But I just wanted to see your reaction. You're dressing up nicely. Is it for Sasuke? Asked Naruto. Sakura shook her head. No, I have to get over him. He's got Hinata. I got another boy in mind that I might like. But that's for another time, said Sakura. Naruto nodded. Once he sat down, he was sitting across from Hana, next to Omo and Kushina. They had some ribs and some beef coming. Naruto was casually munching down. Rock Lee walked in with Guy, Tenten and Neji. They once a week meet up here for dinner as a group to talk about their weekly progress. Naruto saw Rock Lee and Neji and Tenten. Naruto got up and everyone was surprised. Naruto walked right up to Rock Lee, pushed him. You want to fight me? I heard you only go in taijutsu, said Naruto. Rock Lee turned around to go fight him, but so was Naruto. Ah, Naruto, your youth is still burning brightly, I see, said Rock Lee. Naruto smiled. He gave Rock Lee a hug and a handshake. It's been a while. I reckon I could still beat your ass in taijutsu, said Naruto. Rock Lee shook his head. No, you cannot. I've improved, and with my weights off, you cannot beat me in taijutsu. We shall see, said Rock Lee. Naruto just started laughing. Okay, let me finish eating, and then I'll show you what a real taijutsu master looks like, said Naruto. Rock Lee shook his head. Yes, but I will beat you, no matter what it is, said Rock Lee. Naruto shook his head and walked back to sit down. Everyone looked at him with crazy eyes. So why did you go and start that fight with that random? Asked Ino. He's not a random. That is Rock Lee. He could probably beat all of you in taijutsu and in a fight in general. So don't get any ideas. The only one he wouldn't be able to beat is probably Hana over there. Definitely if she brings in her Nikons, her 3 dogs, said Naruto. Hana blushed. Having Naruto praise her was something she didn't think he would do. She turned the phrase back. Yeah, and any journey to go up against you would have a hard time, wouldn't they? Chuckled Hana. Everyone looked amazed. Is she flirting with him? Thought Kiba. His sister cannot be flirting with the dope. Hana, don't you dare flirt with him. He's a nobody, said Kiba. Naruto just stood up and shook his head. Kiba, there's a difference between nobodies and nobodies with actual power and people somebody who has no power. And I can show you that after I battle Rock Lee. So be quiet for now, said Kiba. Naruto. Kiba nodded his head. Yes, he's gonna get a fight. This is gonna be fun, thought Hinata. What's it called? Sasuke nodded, yes. This is gonna be good. He loves it when Naruto fights. Definitely people he does know about because then he can get the strength. Choji ate some of his chips. Yes, I just bought some new chips. This is gonna be funny. And then I can test these chips out and see what they taste like. And then if they're good, I'll show them to my father. And then if I show them to my father and he likes them, I'll have some new favorite chips. But that's only if I like them first. And my father might come across them, so thought Choji. Hinata Shikamaru was thinking, what a drag, Naruto. You're always getting yourself into fights. Definitely with Rock Lee or Tenten. You're a dumbass sometimes, said Shikamaru. Shino noted, whoa, so Naruto fights just randoms like this? How? He's gotta be strong, doesn't he? Said Shino, or thought Shino. What a drag, thought Shikamaru again. Kiba was looking down. Oh, man, so if he blows my eyes, it's gonna be in front of my sister and she's gonna have a blackmail material. Maybe this is why Naruto brought it here, just to show her that he's better than me, and then he can whoop my ass. This is not fun. He's gonna beat me. What? Just with his confidence alone, thought Kiba. Sakura looked at in disappointment. I'll be cheering on Kiba, not Naruto, not anyone else. Thought Sakura. 2 minutes later, everyone was standing there. This was cool. Sorry, just eating chip. After everyone had finished their food, and they were sitting there, waiting for the fight to begin, and they had all just headed out to go to train. All just gone out the training ground 51. It was covered in trees. It was covered in everything. This was fun. They thought. Naruto stood against Rock Lee. So just taijutsu, asked Lee. Naruto nodded. Of course. Why wouldn't I just do just taijutsu? You know I only do taijutsu when it comes to you. Because if you can't use ninjutsu, why is it fair that I can? I know I'm not the best at taijutsu, but I can still fight you, can't I? Chuckled Naruto. Rock Lee wasn't having this. He knew Naruto was good, and when it came to being taijutsu, they were on par. Definitely when he had his weights on. They hadn't fully gone full out. And Naruto doesn't know about the gates, does he? Because if he did, I would lose completely. If he had them at least. I only have the first 2 gates. At least, said Rock Lee. And that's only now because I've been trying to get to be able to beat Naruto. Naruto, of all people, shouldn't know about the gates, right? He shouldn't have them, right? Thought Rock Lee. No, Guy was standing there. Rock Lee, take them off, said Guy. This was appealing to Rock Lee. He had never taken them off against Naruto. This was not a spar. This was to see which one would come out over the top, going as best as they possibly could in taijutsu. Rock Lee was gonna beat Naruto. If it's the last thing he does, he has to beat his eternal rival. Just like Kakashi and Gaia's rival, Naruto and Guy are rivals. And yes, he will be Naruto's main rival in this because he does, he's a boss and he's taijutsu and all that. So yeah, this is how Naruto enjoys his life. He's every day training with Rock Lee in taijutsu, flogging Rock Lee sometimes, drawing. They'd never gone fully out against each other, and this was the time for Naruto to check and see how good he would. He wants to know if he can finally beat Rock Lee. This is going to be the first time they'd ever gone head to head. Rock Lee's taking his weight off. There's only one way Naruto will win, and he has to unlock the gates. There's no medics around, but Kuruma, he can heal it, right? Don't Naruto? Why? Asked Kuruma. Naruto nodded. Ah, well, you heal me any other time, so can you heal me now? Thought Naruto. Kuruma nodded. I can, but I don't want you losing to him. He's seen his bushy brow and his jumpsuit. It makes me want to be sick. So if you lose to him, you will no longer be able to have any of my chakra, anything from me now, said Kuruma. Naruto nodded. Naruto said release the first gate. He opened up to the second gate, knowing that that's only where Rock Lee can go. Him and Rock Lee had opened the two gates as well. As soon as he saw Naruto open the first two gates, they started fighting, blow for blow, hit for hit. Naruto was not giving up. No, he was not losing. No way in hell was he losing. They were going blow for blow. It'd been about 2.5 hours now they'd been fighting. Blow for blow, hit for hit. When Naruto would kick Rock Lee, then Rock Lee would kick back. When Naruto hit Rock Lee would grab it. When Naruto hit Rock Lee, or Rock Lee hit Naruto, they would grab it, hit, and fight. And this is how it's been going this whole time. Everyone was looking in amazement at how long this battle had been going. Naruto was really tired out, but he knew that his best friend, that Rock Lee was. Everyone could see in Rock Lee's face and Rock Lee was tired out. Naruto appeared behind him and punched him in the face, knocking Rock Lee out, knocking him completely out. He was not unconscious, he was just knocked out. Guy walked up to him. Naruto, you are definitely youthful and have the power of youth in you. You will be a great shinobi one day, said Guy. Naruto nodded. Of course I will, Guy Sensei. Everyone looked in shock. Did Naruto just call him Guy Sensei? But that's not his sensei, right? One of his senseis, right? Asked Kiba. He just saw what Guy had turned one of his students into. He's a beast. And with his strength, he is none of it less. And you think, if this is what a genin of Konoha can do, how would he be able to match up in Taijutsu? He's going to have to get personal training from some people now. Everyone in their minds were rushing through. If he was in ninjutsu, or if he could specialize in chakra, he would be a powerhouse. And look at him now. He is literally the strongest ninja in all of Genin when it comes to Taijutsu. Apart from Naruto, who just mopped the floor with him. But this is not how anyone would expect the Genin to be when it comes to Taijutsu. Everyone has the same rush and thought go through their mind. They have to step up their training. They have to step it up. This one Genin can do this to Naruto, the strongest out of all of them, making Naruto have some few heavy breathings, and still could probably go for hours to be. He was not anyone to mess with. They now need to step it up. These were all the thoughts that rushed through everyone's mind, except Naruto. He was waiting for Kiba. Kiba, this isn't really a fight. This is me going to train you, okay? You need to be trained in Taijutsu, and that's how I'm going to help you. We are about to become a powerful group, me and you, and you're going to help me. How? Because I'm going to turn you into my ultimate weapon, chuckled Naruto. Kiba was not having this. He was not a weapon for no one, except Konoha, because that is his village. If anyone else wanted him as a weapon, they could suck his balls. Kiba spat at Naruto. Akamaru! Kiba had got his Niken today, but he didn't want to take him, so he picked him up when he went home to see Hana and grab Hana. Naruto nodded. Of course. No way in hell I'd turn a little weak piece of shit like you into someone I want on my team, or I want for Konoha in general, said Naruto. Kiba was not having this. He may have just disrespected him, but he was kind of disrespecting his clan. Naruto knew what he was doing, and he was doing it on purpose to piss Kiba off to get him to fight. Kiba, come at me, said Naruto. Kiba rushed at Naruto, but missed. He went to hit Naruto, but in the blink of the eye, he collapsed to his knees, as a knee was shoved in his gut, and one was shoved at his face, knocking Kiba out, unconscious. See, this is why me and you are different. I don't waste my time to attack. I trained my ass off to be where I am. You just think because you're from a powerful clan, a good clan, a strong clan, you can get what you want. No. You don't get to being strong unless you train, said Naruto. What? What? I need to become strong. I need to become strong. I will beat you. And if I don't, I will no longer be a ninja, said Naruto to Kiba. Well, that's what he wanted to say. Before he could, Naruto was behind him and knocked him out unconscious. You can't say shit like that. This dumbass, said Naruto. Everyone knew what he was going to say, but he didn't say it. Naruto had knocked him unconscious. That was a good thing. He was being a dumbass. A really real dumbass. Someone that no one would think from. It's Kiba, yeah, but come on. He can't be that dumb, can he? This was not how his sister wanted for him. You are no more now, Kiba. Go to sleep, said Naruto. The next morning, because Naruto had got a message, had been told by the Genin after the fight that for a week, Naruto was not to do anything. He wasn't to go to the, academy, wasn't meant to train, wasn't meant to do anything, gets a break. Because after the week, they'll be meeting their senseis. Naruto was happy for this. He was going to get a sensei, finally. And this is where we leave it off. But we can't leave it off because it's not over an hour yet. So for the next week, Naruto trains for half the day. The other half of the day, Naruto doesn't do anything except spend time with Omo, Kushina, and Hana. Today was the last day before he becomes a Genin. Naruto was standing there with Omo, Kushina, and Hana. They were looking over, sitting on the Hokage monument, watching as everyone walked past them. So Naruto, what are your plans for? What do you hope to become? Who do you have on your team? Asked Hana. Naruto looked at Omo and Kushina. These two. Or maybe Sasuke and Hinata, but I don't know. I'll get who I get, and when I do, I get them, and I'll have to cope with them. So is there anything else to gotta worry about after getting the sensei asked? Naruto. Hana nodded. Yeah, there's this test you gotta do, and if you don't do it, you fail. And you go back to the academy, and it does happen, said Hana. Naruto and the girls nodded. Because Naruto and Kushina were told by Jiraiya and Tsunade that there may be a test once you get a sensei. Depends on who it is and how they know your skills. But that was in the past. Now, Naruto wondered who his sensei would be. He'd probably be one of those Jonins that were in there. He'd like to go and smokes, but he still has to give you a packet of smokes and light it back. Maybe the girl, maybe someone completely different. But Naruto doesn't care right now. He has other plans to do with. Okay, so as I said, today I'll be taking all three of you out on a date. And this could lead back to some time at my house doing some things like kissing and a little make-out thing, said Naruto. All girls looked in shock. Naruto was doing this now, the day before. Is it to relax him? But the girls don't care. They want to get with Naruto, one way or another. They all looked in shock, but deep down they were craving this. They wanted to kiss Naruto. Naruto made a shadow clan, and everyone played rock, paper, scissors. The person who won, which was a clone, did any money mo. He chose Kushina. The other one then chose Omo, leaving Naruto with Hana. Oh, Two girls left, not in disappointment because it's a clone and it's Naruto, but that Hannah got the real Naruto. Hannah's the oldest one out of all of them and probably the most experienced, and probably knows more about other stuff than the girls. So what do you want to do? Asked Hannah. Naruto looked in shock. He wanted to take her out, but she wants to take him out. Maybe cook some food at my place and some other things like that, said Naruto. Hannah nodded. Okay, cool. You can make me some ramen, right? Asked Hannah. Naruto was in shock. What is she doing? Thought Naruto. Yes, if I can get him to give me ramen, his house, I might be able to score, thought Hannah. Naruto didn't mind. He put his arm out and walked across town with Hannah till they reached his house. He got some coins to make some ramen while him and her sat at the table talking, holding hands. So Hannah, how do you like being in the CRA? Asked Naruto. Hannah didn't know what to say. None of the other girls had sex with him. He hadn't slept with any of the other girls, and none of them have moved in yet, so she doesn't mind. Even though she hasn't moved in, she hopes to one day. Naruto was looking in her eyes. I'm thinking about once I become a tuning, which I'll probably become on the first try, I want to move in to my house, and I want use Miko, Kashina, and Omo to move in as well. I want my girls that I'm going to marry to move in because I think it's only fair that they move in and we get married, said Naruto. Not knowing he said this out loud. You want to get married? You want to have me in the house? Said Hannah. Yeah, but your dogs will have to stay outside. I'm just joking, said Naruto. Hannah didn't care, as long as she laid in Naruto's arms. The clients walked over with their bowls of ramen and dispelled. They quickly ate them. I need to go to the toilet. Can I also borrow your shower? Said Hannah. Naruto nodded. Hannah went to the toilet and jumped in the shower. How can I get him to do something to me? What can I do to do something for him? Thought Hannah. As she was in the shower, Naruto figured he had a guest and walked right in through the bathroom because Hannah had been on the toilet. He had gone out to see what a smoke tasted like. He was not having these. They were disgusting. He left them on the bench and he'll give them to Asuma when he sees him next. Yes, because Naruto has Asuma's smokes because he stole them when he was in there. Naruto continued to eat his chips Naruto put the bag of chips. So Hannah had gone home. She said she had to go home for a shower and the toilet, and she'll see me tomorrow, thought Naruto. But he didn't really remember the conversation. He was too busy thinking about me laying in the girl's arms to pay attention. He walked into his bathroom shirtless, and he saw Hannah naked in the shower. Oh my god, you're beautiful, your beauty figure, said Naruto. Hannah turned to see Naruto look at her. She blushed. She didn't care that she was naked. This might be a time to score. Hannah walked out of the shower, wrapped a towel around herself. She walked to the door and locked it. She sat Naruto down. I want you to eat me out or do something to me. I have to do it. But no sex, not yet. Not unless you want to, said Hannah. Naruto was in shock. You do something for me, I do something for you, said Naruto. Hannah nodded. She was still naked and was naked. She got on her knees and started sucking Naruto's dick. After 10 minutes, Naruto had Hannah lying down. She started licking him, putting his tongue in her. This is as far as we go for tonight, said Hannah. Naruto nodded. At least you liked it, right? Hannah nodded. Yeah, I loved it. I can't wait to do more with you. Oh, that's gonna be great, said Naruto. Yeah, you know it is, said Hannah. Naruto walked Hannah out of his house. I'm gonna go to sleep soon. Naruto walked into his bathroom and into his bed and collapsed. Hannah was looking at the door and saw Naruto walk in and collapse. He's a good boy, said Hannah. Naruto woke up. He noticed he was shirtless. Shadow clone jutsu, said Naruto. Two clones appeared. Can you go make breakfast, please? Asked Naruto. The two clones went to go make their original breakfast. You're annoying, not making your own breakfast, said Naruto, said a clone. Naruto looked at him. I am. You are me, remember? Said the clone. The clone realized what he said. Oh, dang it. Just be quiet, Prime, said the original, said the clone. Naruto walked into his closet. What to pick today? What to pick today? He saw red pants. He put them on. He saw a trench coat. He put it on. And he also put on a black jacket. No, he didn't. He's shirtless under his trench coat. Naruto walked out to see his clones doing their job. They had placed their breakfast, bacon and eggs with rice balls on the table. Naruto ate it. He checked the time to be 7:30. Naruto walked into his room, grabbed a pair of boxers, and walked into the bathroom. He undressed himself and showered. After 10 minutes, Naruto jumped out, redressed himself. He had brushed his teeth during the shower. Naruto walked away out of his house, through the village, past Ishiraki Ramen, past every store he would have to. Naruto doesn't have his swords on his back anymore. He has his katana with the ribbons sealed in his right arm, and the katana with the ring sealed in his left hand. And on his clothing, in his trench coat, he has kunai and shuriken sealed along with scrolls. What would be my first mission, thought Naruto. Naruto walked to the academy. It'd been almost 8 o'clock. During the middle of the night, he had woken up. He decided to pull a prank. During the middle of the night, Naruto woke up. Yes, clones. Shadow clone jutsu. Naruto had 100 clones. Go and draw on every main house using graffiti and disable all their clocks, making it about 2 hours in time. Got it? And even do it to the academy. But this clean yourself as Ambu, said Naruto. The clones did that. Naruto had laid awake for an hour, watching as his clones dispelled. That's why he passed out. He walked to his room and knew that when one clone dispelled, the rest were. The rest did, and he passed out from it, landing on his bed. Naruto walked in to see that on the wall it was 10 o'clock, but realistically it was not 8. This should help Kakashi get here early, said Naruto. Over in Horizon's office. Go now. And this might help Kakashi be 2 hours late since everyone 2 hours ahead of schedule, said Horizon. All the journeying headed off into the rooms to the academy. In the academy, Eureka had sat down. So, I know what I'm doing for the teams now. Yeah, sorry if you hate what I'm doing for the teams, but people were saying this and that, and I was going to go along with it, but I've decided that I'm going to do something else. I know I'm a dick, but yeah. Eureka studied. Alright, everyone, sit down, said Eureka. Everyone in the room sat down and listening to Eureka. He went through all the way to Team 6. Now, next, Team 7 will be Sasuke Uchiha, Hinata, Hyuga, and Sai. And with your joining is Dry of the Sun and the Toad Sage. Said Iruka. They all looked surprised. They're getting trained by a sign-in. Wow, this is going to be cool. They're going to be tough and strong now. Team 8 is led by Kurenai Yuhai. It is Kiba Inuzaka, Sakura Haruno, and Shino Abarami, said Iruka. Sakura looked at Kiba and blushed a bit. Kiba noticed this. Does Sakura have a crush on me? It might be able to help me get over Hinata, but she could be using me as a way to get over Sasuke. But I don't care. I'm not gonna look it in the mouth. I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna ask her out as soon as she comes to sit next to me for our team, said Kiba. Next up is Team 9, which is still being led. Team 10 is Shikamaru Nara, Ino Yamanaka, and Choji Akamichi, led by Asuma Saratobi, said Iruka. Everyone noted. Yes. Naruto knows who Asuma is. He's a powerful Jonin and part of the 12 Guardian Shinobi. He would be a very good leader. Jonin. He also has a crush on Kurenai. But that's for another time, said for Naruto. Next up is the last team, Team 11. It is Naruto Uzumaki, Omo, and Kishina Senju, led by Kakashi Hatake and Anko Mitarashi Sidorika. Everyone looked in shock. This team had 2 senseis. Why did they have 2 senseis and not everyone else? Asked Kiba. Well, because they are going to be going on higher rank missions. They'll be going on C rank instead of D rank, said Rico needs mine. I don't know, that's just what I was given from Hiruzen Saratobi, the Hokage, said Rico. Everyone noted and looked at this. Well, it's from the Hokage. They can't reject the Hokage's decision, so they must do it. The first person to walk in was Dryer. He did his... First was random journey and Naruto didn't know. Picking up teams from 1 to 6. And then walked in none other than Dryer. He did his random weirdo pose in Naruto's opinion. Okay, Team 7, follow me, said Dryer. After a few minutes, Asuma and Kurenai walked in, holding hands. But as soon as they walked in, they took their hands away from each other, not showing anyone they were together. But Naruto saw this, and he's going to use it to play to his advantage. He's going to piss off both of them. He walked right up to Kiba while he's waiting for his to journey. When you get to do this, ask Kurenai how Asuma is in bed. Okay? Said Naruto. Kiba looked at him. Why? Asked Kiba. If you do it, I'll get you in with Sakura, said Naruto. Kiba needed to get over Hinata, so he'll go with the forehead girl. Okay, done deal, said Kiba. Naruto turned to see Asuma, going to grab Ino, Choji, and Shikamaru. Naruto walked over to Choji. Choji, do you want a lot of chips? Asked Naruto. Choji looked at him. Chips? I heard food. Yes, I would do anything for it, said Choji. Good. When you get to do whatever you have to do, ask Asuma how Kurenai is, said Naruto. Choji looked annoyed. Didn't know what to do with this question. But if he was asked and he was getting chips as a reward, he's going to do it. Done deal. When I get my chips by tomorrow, right? Asked Choji. Naruto nodded. Yeah, you get a lot of them, said Naruto. Naruto stood there as he was waiting for his team. Kakashi's going to be late. But as Asuma, Kurenai, and all that left, over in Hiruzen's office, Kakashi, you know you're late. Kakashi looked at Hiruzen, who had said this. I know I'm late, but I noticed someone had changed my clock, so I had to get to it, and then I realized I might get there on time. I've got to bark out and spit out Naruto for a little bit. So who am I training
taking on asked Kakashi. You know, you get there when you get there. They'll be the only ones left by this time. Now, said Horizon. Kakashi nodded and walked over to the academy. Horizon looked very spoiled to see Naruto playing on the track with Naruto. He had a trip wire along with series of more wire to trip Kakashi. On top of him was an razor fuel of water, and then more aligned to shoot at him as soon as he walks in, along with a clone sending a Rasengan. It's a prank, no? Hope he gets hurt for being late on us, said Naruto. He sat back down next to Omo and Kushina. Kakashi walked through the door and noticed the first of the trip wires. As soon as he walked in, he tripped over a plank that shot up. And then he started getting sprayed with water, and a Rasengan went overhead, taking off his headband, knocking his Sharingan away. Used to. Who did this? Pointing to Kushina and Omo. Asked Kakashi. The girls just sat there, idling, looking around, not noticing Kakashi. Oh, what? What do you mean? We didn't say anything. That was probably... It must have been your imagination. You didn't do anything. You just fell. Like a dumbass, said Omo. Teamwork's good. They're standing up for Naruto. He must have been the one to do this. Because he knows my late habit. Oh, shit. I got Kushina and that Omo. This is going to be a great powerhouse team, said Kakashi in his mind. Kakashi walked up to him. Meet me on the roof for introductions, said Kakashi. When they all hit the roof, Naruto stood up because they walked up it. Where's Anko? I thought she's meant to be as well, said Naruto. Actually, you'll see her tomorrow for some training. But first we do introductions, said Naruto to Kakashi. Naruto and the girls just looked around. The introductions, boring, or whatever, thought Naruto. Kakashi went on. My name is Kakashi Hasake. I like, food, training, my Ichi books, and also my students, and my sensei, and my Genin team that I used to be a part of. Dislikes, not many things and stuff you don't need to know about. Goals is to have my Genin strive and to teach and raise a pair of my own kids, said Kakashi. Naruto looked at him. Didn't know that about you. Name is Naruto Uzumaki. Likes? Well, the girls in the CRA, or they wouldn't have been CRA. Training, the Kyuubi. My father, mother, my friends. Dislikes, people who don't like food, who don't take training seriously and think that they have it the worst when it's like nothing. Goal is to become Hokage, repopulate my clan, and make Konoha stronger than it ever was, said Naruto. Next up went Kushina. My name is Kushina Senju. My likes and goals are the same. Well, I don't really have any likes because I haven't done much. Dislikes, don't have any. She is taking Kakashi's spot. What else is there? Goal is to make Naruto happy, be a good medic, and be the daughter my mother and father want me to be, said Kushina. Omo stood up. Name is Omo. Likes all the girls in Naruto's CRA, well, the ones I've met, except Miko. Dislikes is people who take me non-seriously and think I'm not a threat. And my goal is to have Naoya Orochimaru, the snake signing, instead. He did some stuff to me I don't want to speak about or even remember happening to me, said Omo. Kakashi stood up. Okay, since that's out the way, tomorrow, meet me at training ground 44, the Forest of Death. You're doing an exam. I'll tell you more about it tomorrow. And, and don't eat anything in the morning before you go there or you'll regret it.
you'll meet Anko there tomorrow. And also, rock up about 6 o'clock. That's when I set the time for, said Kakashi. Naruto nodded. Okay, we'll be there at 9. Well, no, we'll be there at 8:30 just to be there before you, said Naruto. Kushina and Ome looked at him. Why so late compared to Sensei? Asked Ome. Naruto nodded. Mainly it's because he'll rock up late. So see you tomorrow about 9 o'clock, eh? Sensei said Naruto. Dang it. No, I'll be there on time, and if I don't, you can burn my Icha book, said Naruto. Said Kakashi. Naruto nodded. Fair deal. I'll see if you're not there, I get to burn them. Don't worry, I will burn them if you don't. Okay. Let's go. I'll be there on time, said Kushina. No, Kushina said Kakashi. That is where we ended off. So tell me if I should ship, and Sakura and Kiba along with Shino, Fu. I don't know if I'm going to ship Kakashi with either Kurona or Anko. You guys tell me who to ship Kakashi with, and then who he doesn't gets with Asuma. And so that's it for this part. This was my first 1 hour special, so tell me how it went, please. And so peace out for now.